The next thing I want to show you is the 4 direction stitches, and these are great for mending or sewing decorative stitches in different directions. So I'm going to go back to the stitch menu. I'm going to go into category 9, additional stitches, and here are 9.2 are my 4 direction stitches. So I'm going to actually show you how you can sew a patch on using these stitches, and I like using this almost like a honeycomb stitch here. And when the screen opens, you can see there's the little plus. There's a tiny little lime green plus there that shows you where the needle's going to start and which direction it's going to sew. And the fun part about these stitches is you can use either the reverse icon on the machine, on the screen, or your reverse button on the machine to change directions. So I'm going to go ahead and start sewing this patch on in that direction. So I'm going to also check and make sure I have the right foot on, which I do. It's using foot number 8. And I don't need any stabilizer probably with this because I'm using denim, but if I were using a lighter weight, I probably would use some stabilizer. I've got needle down activated, and I'm going to go ahead and press the start stop button, and it's going to stitch this patch on so I can go that way. And I'm going to touch the start stop button, and now I want to change directions. So since I'm right here, I actually do want to go down next, so I can sew down this side, and when I pressed reverse, it's showing me that those stitches are going to start going down. So I'm going to press start stop again, and I got a little too far over, so I'm going to kind of work my way back. And when I get toward the end, I'm going to press the start stop button again and turn my fabric, and then I'm going to press the reverse button, and this time, actually I didn't need to turn my fabric. So I can turn my fabric, but what I really want to do is go this direction, and since I pressed the reverse button, the stitches are going in that direction. So with the free arm, you could actually put a sleeve on the machine and go in all 4 of these directions without having to turn your fabric, which is really wonderful for doing mending and this kind of thing. Also, I was sewing at the sides of a tote bag once and used these 4 directional stitches for that. So instead of turning my fabric, I'm going to press the reverse button and go backwards. My patch isn't quite straight, so it's not lining up beautifully, but you get the idea. And I don't know, I kind of like patches to look a little bit wonky anyway if you're going to put a patch on it. So there we go. I was able to sew on a patch without moving my fabric in different directions. I use this on elbows. I go through my elbows pretty fast, so I actually use this pretty often.